So now, with that thing ready, we can go ahead and then put in our potatoes. And there we go. Hello everybody and welcome back to some more FTB NeoTech. Today, we're finally at last going to be getting into some applied energistics too, so that way we can have ourselves a storage system. Because oh my gosh, do we need a storage system. Because like, look at here. I had to upgrade this to a diamond chest because this normal chest, this is what was left of this normal chest. I added another chest here so that way we could have our presses for the process that we need, because my other chest, where I have stuff in, is all the way over here, with all this stuff in here. It's just, it's all over the place. Oh, and let's not forget my backpack. Holy crap, man. Yes, we need a storage system, and we need it bad. So, for us to do that, we need to start off by getting ourselves an energy acceptor to start the quest line for this. But before we can get that, we actually need to unlock it by getting ourselves printed silicone and also a printed logic circuit and a calculation circuit. I already got the printed engineering circuit in a previous episode due to other reasons. So, how do we do this? Well, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a silicone plate, because this is done a little differently in this mod pack. We put the press in here of our choice, and then the material in question, in this case, silicone. And that'll then make us our printed silicone. As for the logic one, it'll be for gold, and then for the calculation one, it'll be our Certus quartz. But the Certus quartz is another thing that I have that I don't really have automation for, but I do have an abundance of it. So if we just break down one of these big clusters, and then get ourselves 4. So, yeah, we got quite a bit. What I would give for Ultimine to be able to get all that down. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So, y'all know how we get the circuits now. So now I just need to grab the other 2.
1 minute later.
Alrighty, grab those, and then that should be the rest of that mission completely done. Now that those are ready, we just need to make ourselves our engineer's acceptor, our energy acceptor, which is just going to be 4 steel plates, 4 quartz glass, which is Certus quartz mixed with some glass, very easy to get, and an analog circuit, which I can just buy. So now we should just be able to put all this together, and we have ourselves the energy acceptor, which starts up the quest line that we truly need. Of course, I believe that after that there's just a checkable, which instantly completes a few other quest lines that I had already done, because one of them was to make a meteorite compass, that way you could then find the budding Certus quartz, which I had to do previously, and also to find a meteor, which I did literally in the first episode, actually. Gosh, that was so long ago. And then we also had gotten Fluix crystals earlier on for another purpose that I don't remember, actually. So now that we have those, our next step is actually going to be to make any one of these. We're going to have to make all of them at some point. But what it is we combine one of our bigger circuits with a silicone circuit and some redstone. Now, here's where this gets unfortunate. For us to make these things, it needs to be molten redstone. Normally it's normal redstone, but this mod pack's a bit different. It's 90 millibuckets of molten redstone, which is 1 redstone. But the problem is, if we want to transfer that, we need a whole bucket, which is a lot more than this. I don't even know how much more than this. I've done it before, and I don't want to math right now. So, I mean, if I can get another fluid tank, because yeah, actually, those are not expensive. Wait a minute, though. Something just occurred to me. Do I even have any of the, what was it called? The fluid outputs on this? I don't think I do, actually. Yeah, no, I never put any fluid inputs or outputs on the new heated one. So I'm gonna need a fluid input and output. No, actually, just a fluid output. Okay, also some good news. Turns out that the bronze level fluid output will work. I was not entirely certain if that would happen. I was a little bit afraid that I would need at least a steel one, given how high tier this is. Like, measly copper? Or bronze? Not copper, sorry. How dare something so measly as bronze, but not, you know, as measly as copper, at least a little better than that. I apologize profusely for making you believe you were that low. But you're still low, too low to be a part of this. How dare you think you can do that? Ugh. Scoff. I scoff at you. Alrighty, gathered up everything, so now we got ourselves our fluid tank, which went into there. Why won't it go in? I'm beginning to think that maybe the engineer's crafting table was not all it was crafted out to be. But, there we go. Now we got ourselves our molten redstone, all completely preemptively, so that way we don't have to deal with the rest of this crap. So then, I believe, yeah, this will be inside the assembler, which is right here. Okay, so we just go ahead and plop these guys together. And there we go. After, I don't know how long this takes. Does it say? 10 seconds. With 8 EU. All together to formulate our calculation processor. Which will then get rid of that quest. Why am I over here? I want to be over here. Alrighty. Now, we unlock big things. Which I'm noticing there is something missing. The thing is, there is an energy cell. Which goes with A2. Actually, I should probably just type it in because I don't know. I don't know what its exact name is, but it's like it's an energy thing that'll store it after the energy acceptor. Yeah, it is called an energy cell. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's very cheap actually. I just need another quartz glass and then some of the flux crystals. It's like it's very, very cheap actually. So it just holds a lot of the energy. I'll make that if I want to. It's not really important for the quest line though, so we'll leave that for later. If it becomes a problem, we will take care of that. So, for everything to come together, we need a few things. We need this terminal, which I already have on my list. We'll need the controller, and then we'll also need this drive, which will come with a new kind of monitor, which I have no idea what that is. It's fine though. So, for these things, we are going to need a lot of stuff. So, for the controller, we're going to need the engineering processor, which is the same process I made before. It's just with the engineering circuit, which will take a diamond. And then we're also going to need 2 more of these electronic circuits. That's going to be fun to gather up. A lot more of the redstone. Flux crystals, we made those in the past. And something new called Sky Steel. I could buy that from the villager if I can remember what his thing is. But, as for how I make it, I pretty much just throw steel with charged service quartz and skystone. That's not too much of a problem. I just need to get some lava. Okay, and then that's that one. And then for this one, it's just going to be 2 more of these engineering processors. Some Flux ME cables, which I can grab right now. And then 4 more steel plates. All easy stuff. We'll do the terminal as its own thing. That's going to be a few things. So let me gather up all that, and we'll be right back.
Much later.
Alrighty, I got everything for the controller. So now I should just need to go ahead and then throw all this stuff in, right into here, and there we go. Whew, that took a little while, but that's fine. So that's gonna start processing, and while we have that, we can also go ahead and then make the ME drive at the same time. There we go. That's all ready and rearing. I believe that was actually part of the quest. Yeah, that's the immediate one right downwards, which will also lead us into getting our first storage component. That's very nice. And this is still not done yet. Fun. So I guess then, how much do I need for the storage component? I can actually do that pretty much immediately. If we were to just... Or it's done. Never mind, we'll get to that in a second. Alrighty, so we got the ME controller, which we can go ahead and just slap right here. And then on top of that, we then put ourselves our ME drive. There we go. And then after that, I just need to send power to this thing. Is there enough? Actually, I think I do have enough cables to be able to bring this over. Wait, what the? Oh, lag. Okay, I was gonna say, like, where's it going? Okay, but yeah, no, there we go. Now the power has gone into there. So now we have this baby, which will actually give me a storage bus. I'll grab that later. So, in order for us to be able to access this thing, we're gonna need the terminal that I had mentioned prior. For us to make this terminal, we need a good few things. One of which is going to be this thing here called the illumination tablet to be able to make the first component. But then we're also going to need two things. A formation core and an annihilation core, which both have almost exactly the same recipe, just a logic processor, flux dust, and then either Certus quartz or normal quartz, depending on which one is which. And then we'll just need another logic processor. So I should have enough things for that. That's fine. So let me go ahead and grab all that real quick.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I already grabbed everything. So now we can make ourselves our illumination panel and then also our ME terminal. There we go. Hopefully. Oh, wait, no, the crafting table or terminal was the one that I needed. Oh, well, alrighty then. I guess I can go ahead and just skip straight to that. There we go, because the normal terminal would just let us access the system. The crafting terminal will actually let us craft with things inside of it. So, can I just slap this on here? Nope. Gosh dang it. Alrighty then, let's just go ahead and grab that. So then, what I'll need to do for that is just slap a cable here, and then just slap our terminal right there. And now we can access all its internals. Only problem is, we need to actually have a storage disk inside of this thing in order for us to be able to actually access anything and store things inside of here. That is where this storage component comes in. This lower one right here has a unique crafting recipe in this one, which is just redstone crystals, Certus quartz, logic. It's pretty much similar, it's just it seems to replace the redstone. But now we have ourselves our 1K storage component. And with 3 of these, we can make a 4K. 3 of those, we can make a 16K with variants in recipes. It just keeps on going up. And then with some other mods, there's even bigger ones. It gets pretty fun. But with this one, we can store 1,000-ish items. It's finicky. Fortunately, with the crafting recipe, or the quest line, we do get 3 of these. So now we make ourselves our 4K, which unfortunately there isn't really any further quests with this one when it comes to that. So no new rewards, even if it's just XP. So that's fine. With that then, we just need to convert this into the storage drive, which is not with that crafting recipe. It's this one. Alrighty, after I make this right here, there we go. Now we have ourselves our item storage cell. And there we go. So now, with that thing ready, we can go ahead and then put in our potatoes. And there we go. And now we've used up 42 bytes with 77. I still don't know the conversion rate of the bytes. I don't know how it works. But we can store in 63 different kinds of items with up to 4,096 bytes. It's a lot, just for one. It's pretty decent. But this thing can be better. And that all will come down to these ME storage buses right here that we talked about. Because, let's me grab something. So what we have here, this is my barrel from up at my tree farm that holds all my sticks. It's completely maxed out, so, you know, that's a thing. If we connect this storage bus right to this thing, I gotta make sure I connect it properly. Then we look into here, and there we go. Without affecting this, we can connect to other sources of storage, mass sources of storage like this. Alternatively, we could also put it on one of these chests right here, these diamond ones, which hold up a lot more items. So with stack upgrades and that thing, those could also be good. Now there is one thing that's kind of weird to me, and it's that we get these things as our quest reward. But there's also a quest for them right down here. And I kind of want the reward for that because it's called a mega bulk item storage cell. And I don't know what it does, but it's called item storage and it's in the mega from the mega cells mod. So it might allow us to have a lot more items in it. So I want to be able to get that quest, which means we need to make this thing called the ME interface. In order for us to make that, it's actually not that complex. I'm pretty sure all I'm missing is just going to be these 4 aluminum plates right here. And then we should be able to make it. Now, I do need 2 pieces of glass. Alrighty, I should have everything. So now we have ourselves our ME interface, which should then unlock this quest as well, which then gets us our storage cell. Okay, if I take this out, and then we just have that one in there, can I store items in it? No, I can't. Okay, so I decided to actually look into the item storage cell now, and it's weird. Apparently, the bulk item storage cell can only hold 1 thing in bulk, and it can be what that thing is called partitioned, which I think means configured inside of a cell workbench, which isn't hard for me to get, but I kind of don't want to do that right now. And to be quite frank, I'm not sure how much use I'd have for this thing, because especially since I'm going to do the whole drawer setup thing, if that works. I mean, like, it's not like I can make any more of these, so, like, making a consistent use, not really gonna work, so that's unfortunate. Another thing that's unfortunate is auto crafting. One of the big things of AE2, one of the reasons why I actually wanted to get into this as soon as I could, is blocked for me. Because if we go into this thing, the crafting unit, which is used to make all the things that we are going to need for bigger craftings and stuff like that, is, very expensive and time consuming. Because when I looked into all this, there's a lot of new stuff that I have yet to touch. And it's so much. And it even needs the next digital circuit. The next circuit for everything that comes right down here, which has a whole other line of stuff that I need to get into. I think we're definitely going to be stepping away from modern industrialization for a little while, just because we need to automate this crap. We need to get all this set up. Like, I know I won't be able to do it completely through applied energistics where I can do things on request, but maybe I can work something out with the interface. I mean, that thing is able to do some things, so it's like, maybe that'll help me. But, like, in terms of other things, like that coprocessor, that thing is not going to be made for a while. So, did you like this video? Good. Then be sure to check out our last NeoTech video where we got into force craft to speed up our coal generation. Bye-bye!